I've seen a lot of fans speculate that Marvel could bring back the classic Sue Storm, Reed Richards, and Namor love triangle in Doomsday. But honestly, I don't think it works in the MCU. The biggest reason is simple. These are not the same characters from the comics. In the comics, the dynamic existed because Namor had known Sue for years. He was openly attracted to her, and Sue occasionally acknowledged that attraction. But even then, she always chose Reed. The MCU is completely different. Sue Storm is already happily married to Reed Richards. They already have Franklin. She's portrayed as the emotional leader of the Fantastic Four, the person everyone looks up to when things get difficult. When the world turned against them in First Steps, Sue was the one holding everything together. She's emotionally mature, she's committed to her family, and nothing about her character suggests she's looking for some romantic distraction. And then there's Namor. MCU Namor isn't the same guy from the comics either. Almost everything we've seen from him revolves around protecting Talokan and his people. He's a ruler first, a warrior second, and everything else comes after that. His entire motivation in Wakanda Forever was protecting his civilization. So when people imagine Namor meeting Sue and instantly falling in love with her, I honestly think they're imagining comic Namor, not MCU Namor. Because based on everything we've seen, his first concern in Doomsday would be saving his people and surviving whatever chaos Doom brings. And speaking of Doom, that's another reason I don't think this happens. Doomsday already has Doom, the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, incursions, multiversal stakes, and a massive cast of heroes. A Sue-Namor romance subplot feels like the last thing Marvel would be worried about. At most, I could see a small comic reference, maybe a joke, maybe a brief interaction that longtime comic readers recognize. But an actual love triangle? Honestly, I don't see it. The comic storyline worked because the comic versions of these characters were completely different. The MCU versions have different priorities, different histories, and very different relationships. And because of that, I think the Sue, Reed, and Namor love triangle is one comic story that simply won't translate to the MCU.